Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews, the most honest reviews on YouTube. We're doing another Speedy sample review today, and if you have not joined me for one of these before, we've got 24 samples in these two boxes. These samples are made up of whiskeys that were sent to me by distilleries to review, whiskeys sent to me by friends out there in the whiskey world, and whiskeys that I've already reviewed, poured a sample a few months after the box was open so we can see how that whiskey's doing a few months after being opened. So, if this is a re-review, I'll link it up here and down in the description below. So without further ado, let's get to our random number generator so we can pick our sample. We've got 24 samples programmed in, and today I'll be reviewing sample number 12. So sample 12 is easy. There's 12 in this box. We'll take this one. Pour a little whiskey. You can already smell it from here. And put it back in the box. All right, quick nosing here. Very robust nose. Lots of fruit, lots of ripe apple. Touch of oak, touch of vanilla, big pop of caramel. Smells pretty good. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. We definitely have some higher proof whiskey here. I'm definitely have to give it another taste because I'm getting a weird, bitter quality on my tongue. So maybe that's just gonna be like kind of the first taste of the whiskey going over our tongue here. Let's get another taste in. Now, that strange, bitter corn sweetness almost is how I would describe it, is there. It's pretty strong. It's been a long time since I drank this whiskey that I'm thinking this might be, but it reminds me of the Maker's Mark Cask Strength that I reviewed. It just had this off character. Actually, I don't even know if it's an off character because I don't want to get too far talking about Maker's Mark Cask Strength, but in that whiskey, if this happens to be that, I've had other pours of it and it tasted similar to that. So that might just be the way that it tastes. But this is definitely a higher proof whiskey. We definitely got some intense heat on the tongue. It's not too crazy. Maybe we're in that 110, 115 range. It smells really good. You don't get that character on the nose, so definitely is a little bit disappointing on the palate because it's really overwhelmed by this character. Let's get one more taste in there and we'll see where we're at. There's a few of those nice sweet notes hiding behind there. I get a touch of that ripe apple, a little bit of that caramel. Not much else though. Maybe on the finish I'm getting a little burst of vanilla, but it's really overwhelmed by what I'm describing is that bitter corn sweetness. And I guess I shouldn't even call it the corn sweetness. It's almost like a vegetal corn character. I'm thinking the sweetness is kind of coming from some of the other characters. But anyways, yeah, I'm not loving this. It's not tasting great. So for me, as a Speedy sample review score, I'm going to have to give this 70. I just really don't think that it's good. If it is the Maker's Mark, like I said, it hasn't gotten any, it's definitely declined a little bit since I opened the bottle. But let's stop speculating. Let's see what this whiskey is. This is the, we were right, Maker's Mark Cask Strength. So I opened this bottle. This bottle was open for about 3 months before I poured this sample, but it's actually been in this sample bottle for over a year. So, yeah, this whiskey, it was okay to start with, and it's definitely declined since I've had a few tastes of it, since I opened the bottle, which is well over a year ago. This is one of the very first reviews I ever did. And, yeah, it just hasn't gotten any better. I've had other pours of the Maker's Mark Cask Strength, and they really just didn't do it for me. I mean, the ones that I've had tasted very similar to this one. So I don't know if that's just the character of the whiskey. I'm assuming that it is. But for me, I have just not had a pour of this that I've really enjoyed. So unfortunately, I just can't give it a great score. Like I said, for this one, it has definitely declined since I opened the bottle. So I don't necessarily want to say that you should drink your bottle quickly, but for me, my experience with this bottle has been that it has not gotten better. And even tasting it now, I had a pour of it maybe like, I don't know, the last time I can remember is a couple of months ago. I think I tried it again, and it really just wasn't tasting any better. So I don't know that it tasted any worse than it does now, but it definitely wasn't any better. So anyways, love to know what you guys think of Maker's Mark Cask Strength. Have you had a similar experience? Do you like this whiskey? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at blind_reviews. You can send me an email at blindwhiskeyreviews, that's whiskey with an E, @gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.